Disney's announcement that they're going to be pulling this $1 billion investment and a bunch of workers who'd be paying taxes into Florida was met by a lot of criticism of Ron DeSantis. I think the most fun criticism is coming from his opponent, Donald Trump. First of all, the Trump war room tweeted out, Ron DeSanctimonious gets caught in the mousetrap. That's fun. That's fun for them that they get to say that. But anyway, I want to jump to Trump's statement, which is headlined, President Trump is always right.
Amazing. Are we gonna do this, guys? Yeah, we're gonna do this. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's just say that he's always right. Or he said that he's always right, but he says DeSantis is being absolutely destroyed by Disney. His original PR plan fizzled, so now he's going back with a new one in order to save face. Disney's next move will be the announcement that no more money will be invested in Florida because of the governor. In fact, they could even announce a slow withdrawal or sale of certain properties or the whole thing. Watch, that would be a killer. In the meantime, this is all so unnecessary, a political stunt. Ron should work on the squatter mess. I don't know what that's a reference to. I don't go to those message boards online. I don't know what the squatter mess is. Is it a pudding analogy? I don't know. But anyway, he's right though. It's a political stunt. And I love that because Donald Trump hates DeSantis and wants to destroy him, he's freed up to point that out. Of course, he's gonna engage in his own political stunts that are just as ridiculous and perhaps just as damaging. But I love that he's pointing it out. Like, hopefully it will get some people out there to realize this is what politicians do, and maybe they'll be a little bit more aware of it in the future.
Yeah, I will say this. So the squatter crisis in Florida is Donald Trump choosing something that he thinks appeals to the conservatives that DeSantis would otherwise hope to call like exclusively in his camp. If you want to really get under a conservative, like a traditional conservative skin, like an economic conservative skin, you talk about squatters' rights. Squatters are people that just kind of show up and in certain states they have laws that allow squatters to take full ownership of your property if you neglected it and they were able to stay there and prove that they paid like property taxes on it for a certain amount of whatever for an amount of time. So that is exactly right. And what Donald Trump's doing from a PR standpoint is absolutely correct to do. And the Democrats don't do this enough. Where at the end of your argument as to why the person that is your opponent, at the end of your statement as to why they're an idiot, you then point to a new message that you want to be focused on. And you just hit them on that. It's like he's doing this as a PR stunt and he's not focusing on the important things. Not enough Democrats go. They are focusing on trans rights, and what we should be focusing on is how they're trying to privatize Medicare and Social Security and make grandma sick and poor. Yeah. And they don't do that. I love starting with President Trump is always right. It's so good. And what if DeSantis loses this battle? He's gonna lose this battle, this alpha dog DeSantis, as he'll have you believe he is. He's gonna lose this battle to Disney, whose logo is a princess castle. And like silly mouse ears.
And whose warrior avatar is a mouse. But anyway, I'm glad that the fight is ongoing because it did allow Norma to produce an awesome thumbnail for this stream. I love that.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.